Hello and welcome to the third episode of the Shogun 2 Let's Play. In this one we will start off with an attack of how are these guys called? A force of Iwaki attackers. So yeah, we'll start off with an Iwaki attack. Let's go. They do have quite a few archers, but archers are not too strong in this mod, so it shouldn't be a big problem. Okay, here we are on the battlefield. Let's quickly get our units into position. We'll do the standard strategy of getting our guns up here, getting our infantry units to this position, especially the garrison units, as they are replaceable. Archers can fire from here. Our other non-garrison units will just stay back a little bit. Okay. Yeah, this should be fine. Let's just start. Okay, the enemy's kinda split up this time. I don't like it. It's not very good for us. Okay, we'll put this unit. Maybe if we put. I like it when they are downhill, so I will not put them into this position instead. Let's have a look. Okay, let's try to bait those enemies to the samurai unit. And let's try to move them again. Maybe. Come on. Maybe like this. Put them into defensive formation / guard mode. Yeah, the trumpet sound is a little bit of a bug. That happens when you mod Shogun 2, but I don't think it's the worst thing. Okay, our guns should now absolutely destroy this unit. They charge in to our unit. Maybe we'll keep the Inspire to inspire this unit. Here also the enemy is now charged in. This tower begins shooting now. Perfect. Now the enemy is already beginning to waver. Absolutely perfect. It's kind of funny how in many of the battles both our clan as well as enemy clan have red as their main color for their clan symbol or clan flag, and yeah, therefore it's kinda hard to tell them apart, I guess, but you can still notice the differences in the flags, I would say. Yeah, this is pretty much perfect situation for us. We are not really killing them in melee, we are just holding them off and shooting them with the guns. That's kind of the main strategy in this mod, and generally in Shogun 2 if you have access to guns. Wow, these guys got absolutely destroyed. Wow, how quickly were they all taken out, taken away from this world that we know in a very quick fashion actually. And these guys are also now starting to waver. Perfect. Let's try to take them all out if we can. Do they even have a general, like a cavalry unit? Yeah, okay, they do have the generals in the back. I will charge them here. Let's just try to take out a lot. Maybe with this unit we can actually, or with these units we can take one of them out. Those units will go back to position. Our gunmen will begin firing at the enemy archers now. Perfect. Maybe we don't actually want them to go into this position, because then they will just be closer to the enemy archers. And we want them to actually go back to bait the enemy archers. Okay, very good. These guys will be able to catch the fleeing foes. We are eating arrows, but what I really like about this mod is that they don't deal too much damage. So yeah, it's just kind of part of the game. You just take a few arrows, you lose a few men, but it's all fine. The real killing machines are the guns, and also the really important units are also melee units, which can hold the line very efficiently. And they can also absolutely destroy gunpowder units if they are able to charge them. Okay, now we will begin firing to those enemies. Very good. Are we taking out the fleeing foes? Should have maybe gone to position earlier to catch them off. It's kind of funny how these few guys are just kind of running. But okay, now only 4 left. They will be destroyed. Because I think 6 units is maybe enough to hold the unit together, but when they have less than 6 men, they will certainly be disbanded. So we don't have to destroy the last few units that are still alive. They can actually run away. And of course we are merciful, we do not destroy if we do not need to destroy. Obviously. Bololo. And at this point we can also use the Inspire ability for our gunpowder units, as our morale shouldn't be a big problem at this point. Actually, let's be a little bit... Actually, well, just as I said it, morale is beginning to be a problem. Okay, no, get them back, get them back. They are in a bad position, they are kinda getting shot by a lot of bullets. Come on. Okay, run, go into safety, please. I mean, they are not that important to be honest, but still, the fight is not over yet, we need them. Point. Perfect. These guys are still mainly firing to the archers, but we actually want them to fire at the generals. Glorious victory will soon be ours. Fire, 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 guys. Oh no, now this unit is beginning to break. I mean, I can understand it, they have seen a lot. Is this a unit of which we have already destroyed the general? If yes, it's not that important to take it out, but I don't see the other unit anymore. They might have already fled. So yeah, and we won't really be able to catch those units, I don't think so. So let's see if this tower can shoot this angle, but no, it cannot. So yeah, we'll just get off this battle now and we'll be right back to have a look at the results. Okay, we are back. So the enemy almost lost all of their units, they still have 179 remaining. We only lost 342. All of those were garrison units, perfect. And friendly fire, so they killed 229 units, we lost 342. So we lost 113 units through friendly fire, which is a pretty high amount for the low unit numbers we had, but in the end it doesn't really matter, as they're all garrison units. So yeah, perfect. Interesting, they decided to retreat, which is kinda wise, because we are there to destroy them. Our strategy is to make them run into our formation, into our defenses, and after they have destroyed themselves, then we will charge through, take the opportunity and destroy them. That is the plan. And I think they will just attack our stronghold if we just move out. Problem is, the happiness is quite low. If we now move out, it will likely make a rebellion arise. But honestly, a rebellion wouldn't be the biggest problem. It would just be annoying if the rebellion decided to start destroying all of our infrastructure. If the rebellion decided to attack our stronghold, it wouldn't be a problem. Last time they did not attack the stronghold. Okay, first thing that we always want to do is train more units, but now we've actually reached the maximum number of the Ashigaru. We have to increase their limit by, for example, building more roads, which is quite interesting in this mod, so I think maybe at this point we want to do that. Yeah, okay, let's think. I think, yeah, this is the most important province to upgrade the roads in, because we want to move our units from this position to this, or from here to here, kind of through this middle province to get them to the different positions. And we also don't really want to attack this enemy, so we don't want to upgrade the roads here. Actually, upgrading the roads here could be actually useful as well, because we want to attack. But I think we will attack anyway this turn, so it doesn't matter. Okay, let's go forward. We do not know fear. We only know relentless attack. Let's go. Wow. Luckily, the enemy did not have any units in the forest, because otherwise, if they had units in the forest, they would have ambushed my general, and I would have lost him. And then I would have been dead. Then I would have been pretty much dead. Honestly. Okay, did we? Yeah, we found a new clan. Let's declare war to them. We will conquer all of Japan. We will declare war to everybody. Okay, we still have a few units here. What will we do with those? If we exempt this province from taxes, we would have -1 happiness. However, we can actually get this unit here. Now we can do this. We can take taxes again. Perfect. Maybe we do also want... I'm not certain. Maybe we could try to get a few units into Miyagi. However, actually we should be able to just defend against rebellions and this without any support. And we don't want the enemies to be afraid. So we don't want too many units here. We want them to attack this. So yeah, we don't want to get more units into Miyagi. Now we will also attack those few archers. And hopefully we will get a general. Because when you win multiple times with an army that doesn't have like a real general that is on horseback, then you can actually get a general through fighting as one of the men that possibly is an Ashigaru can actually rank up to become a real general that is respected, I guess. And it also gets a lot of abilities, which is a lot more important. But okay, so how will we attack here? The enemy will likely set up kinda on this hill, like here. So yeah, I think we just have to kinda run at them and take them out. The good old way. We could also try to go around here and here and then charge them from this position, and then we could have the trees to help a little bit. But honestly, I'm not certain if that is very important. But okay, it's a plan, so let's do it. Okay, they're actually, they're going to an interesting position. I'm not certain. Hello, I don't know what they will do. But okay, let's move to position. And yeah, running with our units tires them a bit, but in this mod it shouldn't tire them too much from what I know. Because the modders realized that the AI runs a lot. So it is kinda nerfed to the AI if the units fatigue very quickly from running. So now the player can also kinda use running a lot, which is nice. And very interestingly, the enemy is actually deciding to go into this position. This is quite helpful for us. We can just charge at them now and run at them from this position. Let's see what happens. I think okay, now the enemy arrow volleys are beginning to come in. There, here they come. Be brave. Let's charge. Let's take them all out. Okay, we charge right into their ranks.
Our general is in grave danger, my lord.
Yeah, we should be able to take them all out. Speedy charge, let's go. Yeah, our units, they don't really have a high charge bonus, they only have a charge bonus of 1. So you shouldn't really expect them to take out a lot of enemies in the charge, to be honest. However, the enemy units are also just Ashigaru archers, so they also do not have very high defensive stats, so we can still take out a few of them in the charge. And we lost 9, 14, 16, 18 units, so it doesn't really matter. The casualties are nothing to speak of. Yeah, we'll just maybe we'll just try to keep them alive, because then we could get even more experience, or we could increase the chances of us getting a general. So we will actually not try to run them all down, and let's see if we get a general. Okay, so we got a decisive victory. And yeah, we have 17 enemies remaining, but they are still all taken out. Like, oh, dead. Do we get a general? No, I don't think so. Okay, that is unfortunate, but what can you do? In the end, we still have our daimyo, and he will carry us. He will have to become a demon in this campaign. He will have to become absolutely insane. And he will have to win more battles so that he can become insane. So here we can get +1 defense for all spear infantry, or we can get +5% replenishment and +50% ammunition. But mainly the +5% unit replenishment is the important part. Here we could also enable recruitment and replenishment of artillery. And some other interesting units, like the fire arrow launcher. I think the fire rockets have been changed and are possibly a lot cooler now. They basically fire a bunch of arrows. At least I saw a unit that does that. And it would be quite interesting. But I don't think in this campaign we will be able to get that, at least not until a big while. Okay, so I do not remember that the Nihonmatsu attacked us, and I also don't really know where exactly their settlement is. I assume it's kinda close, but they likely have a big army. Are they at war with anybody? Except us? Yes, they are at war actually with the Date as well, which are right here, so... and here. So they might be destroying each other, which would be good for us. Let's try to scout a bit. Oh. Interesting. So here's the force, and they also have upgrades from blacksmiths. So interesting. But yeah, we just classical trick like this. Okay, perfect. Okay. Yeah, I think we just can't really do anything at this point. We can just tax this province because it will rebel anyway. Okay, perfect. Okay, actually, one thing I forgot. No, we don't want to attack. Actually, they will attack us. Perfect. Okay, then let's just end the turn. And let's see. Kinda feel like somebody will attack us. So we'll just have a look. Oh, they actually retreat. That's not what I wanted. But okay, those guys are besieging us. Not what I wanted. Neva or something like that. But okay. At least here what I wanted has happened. So they do have 4 units of archers, but the Teppo Kumi garrison is what is really dangerous, as well as the samurai retainers. Let's see, we have to hope we get a nice map with a bunch of trees, but it seems like on this place where our guy was besieging, that there were a bunch of trees, and yeah, here are a bunch of trees, so we should be able to get a nice ambush on them. And yeah, we'll be right back in the battle. Okay, here we are, right back in the battle. Seems like our general wants to make a speech, but we are going to say no. Ho ho. Okay. So, wow, our reinforcements army comes from this position, not the best. At least we have some trees here, so it should be okay, but I would really love to fight in this position. It would have been perfect. Could have just have hidden here, they would have come, and then we could have just charged into them without any casualties. Now, if we hide here, it should still be fine. If they come into this position, we can stay here and then charge down at them. That should still work. Okay, let's move this guy into the position of our reinforcement army. Here they come. Okay, where are the enemies? Here they are. They are coming right at us. We will try to hide in the trees. We could try to run to this position as well, but I don't think it's not very reliable. We could try to get the hill advantage if we were able to get that. It would be insane. But the trees are important as well, because otherwise they will just shoot us with their archers. And yeah, they have a lot of archers. So actually, this position of trees are more important than the hill actually. And we still have a small hill here. Okay, where are you, enemies? There you are. Let's run. And here come the Tepokumi at the front. This unit is very, very dangerous, as you saw in our siege battles. We cannot allow them to get one good volley off, because then we would lose like possibly like 30, 40 men. A little bit more to the back. Now we'll just kinda hide. He should not be able to shoot at us. Come on, are you going to hide? Perfect. They are not all hidden, but now they are all hidden. Except the general, he cannot hide. That's just normal. And also we can have a look at how their clan colors look. They kind of got the black and green. Actually their units, their armor is like more brown and white, but their Sashimono is like dark blue, I guess. It looks pretty nice. But I think my favorite one in this mod, especially are the Date, from what I've seen. They look really, really nice. And I was also thinking about playing them as well, but in the end I decided for the Soma because of their nice bonuses, and I guess they're also a new clan, so that's also nice. And which is kind of unfortunate for us that they have their gunners in the back. This is kind of dangerous. But if we just charge in, I think at this point we just have to charge in. Or we want to charge in, to be honest, because their units should cover our units when the gunners should not have line of sight at us. Just as say that they unleash hell. Come on, don't. But it seems like the volley was not too good. It was, yeah, it was just was a bad volley. Okay, get our general to run, charge. I want the general to be there to buff the morale, or our units might flee. Or actually the guns, they cannot really shoot at us, perfect. As long as the guns cannot really shoot at us, we should be okay. Ah, they can shoot at our general. Okay, I think now they can't. Okay, now it's important to look at the morale of the units. They seem to be all doing well. They all have high experience, so they should fight valiantly and absolutely destroy in this fight. It's kind of what we are betting on. Obviously, the enemy, they also have a bunch of archers, so those archers should be easy prey for us. And I don't want to move the general, because otherwise he might get shot. Yeah, it will just be a chill, grindy battle, where we will just grind through the enemy forces, just in this position where the enemy samurai retainers are. It might become a little bit tough, but we do have a nice formation, kind of just a blob of 3 units. So they should protect each other, and one unit shouldn't suffer too many casualties at once. Therefore we should be fine. And wow, it's really impressive how quickly our Yari Ashigawa are destroying the enemy. I think now you can really see the extra stats coming in that our clan units have. Come on, charge. Yeah, if the enemy was targeting these units, we would suffer immense casualties. We would be absolutely screwed. But luckily they are focusing on a unit here which they cannot hit. The enemy general is also no problem, and this battle is looking perfect. This is exactly what I want. If the battles go like this, we don't suffer a lot of casualties, and we are able to easily win. Okay, come on, take out as many as you can. We want like one unit chasing, one unit taking those guys out. It will come and will flee here. Okay. Possibly we also want enemy general dead. Oh, come on. We really want those gunners to be taken out, because they would be very annoying to fight in the siege battle. The Yumi garrison are not that important. Samurai retainers are also important to take out. Nice. And yeah, the enemy general. Just try to surround him.
My lord, their general has fallen.
Okay, he has been taken out. Absolutely beautiful. Come on, charge. Let's try to take out as many as we can. It's very important. Come on, run, 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 run. Ah, seems like we can't take out too many here. Okay. General is dead, perfect, and they just have a few guys remaining here. Okay, a good battle. We also lost a few guys, but the enemy was the one that suffered the most casualties in this battle. And yeah, we will now end the battle, and we'll be right back in the end results screen. Okay, here we are. And it was a heroic victory, which is very important, because those heroic victories give our clan leader extra honor. And extra honor increases the loyalty of our generals, and it increases public order in all of our provinces. I think it also gives diplomatic bonuses, but that won't help us, because yeah, we are doing it as a total war challenge. And yeah, in this one we didn't do any friendly fire because we didn't have any range units. Okay, yeah, they still have 145 remaining, but they lost quite a bit. Nice. Okay, so actually we can just take the settlement in the next turn, I hope. And let's see, maybe... okay, eager to serve. My lord, son of one of your most loyal subjects, a fine warrior, I'm told, desires to prove his worth to you and the clan. As such, he requests the opportunity to lead your glorious force in battle. An army needs leadership if it is to wage war effectively. We will give him the chance to prove his worth. Yes, we will do that. We will not do this. We will not enlist. We will enlist. Okay. Minus 1000 coin, quite expensive, but yeah, we kinda need generals. He doesn't look too cool, he doesn't really have a nice helmet, but it's okay. Okay, this time I think I will not actually auto-resolve. What? Okay, okay. I didn't want to start the battle immediately, but I guess I just accidentally started the battle immediately. But yeah, I will not auto-resolve anymore, so we will be right back in the battle. Okay, here we are in the battle. So rain is not what we want. It makes kind of hard to see stuff. Okay, good. Dry river. Okay. Let's put our general into a safe position. Like this. Okay, so where are the enemies? Here is the general. Here are a few archers. Okay, nothing to worry about. Let's triple the speed. Where are our units? They are here. So the plan is to take this gate and then take this gate, burn it, rush into the stronghold and destroy everybody that tries to defend it. Yeah, honestly, we can't just run, I believe. Let's see, in the end we will see how much they will have tired. I think we will just keep our general here so that this archer unit stays here, because we don't have any enemy units really defending except the general, so Ashigaru shouldn't break. Yeah, we'll be right back when our Ashigarus have reached the gate. Okay, our Ashigarus have now reached the gate. Let's burn it. Very simple, nice, perfect. Gate is burned. Now we will just rush into a settlement. Stronghold. Can still have triple speed on. Do we actually want this tower? No, we will keep our general away from this whole situation so that he doesn't die. Charge! Don't think the enemy general will really stand a chance. At this point we can just activate triple speed and just watch the battle.
My lord, their general has
And
fallen.
just like this, the enemy general has fallen. And it is a cutting blow. Oh no. This tower is shooting like a machine gun at us. Bam, 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 bam. Let's burn it. I mean, it's not really hitting a lot, but still. Okay, nice. Now let's burn this gate. Okay.
Our weapons made short work of their tower.
Okay, now we are burning the whole gate. Not optimal, I guess, because I think now it will be more expensive to repair it compared to if we had just destroyed like this small part of the gate, not the whole part. But okay, now we can just capture this point, or we could also charge the enemy units. Let's charge them for more experience. And yeah, we will just ignore this tower. Unfortunately, we will just take a few casualties here. But yeah, this is just how the cookie crumbles, I guess. We just lose a few units in this battle for supremacy. Nice, we have won. And yeah, we'll be right back. Here are the end results. We lost 77, they lost 74. Perfect. A lot better than the battle which we auto-resolved and where we lost our general. Our economy might become a little bit better. We first have to repair this. And here we also have an iron mine. Here we have a gold mine, which is very strong. We kinda want to upgrade it when we can, but one after another. Okay, I think we'll still do this battle, and after that this video will be over. We encountered new clans. Yeah, they don't even want to trade with us, but of course we will declare war anyway. They also don't want to trade. Don't really like us. We are a menace. Everybody in Japan fears us. They're just a crazy clan trying to unite all of Japan, declaring war on everybody. Okay, so happiness is quite bad. So we'll have a rebellion, I assume. Somehow it did not say something about happiness, like I'm kind of confused a little bit. Normally it says that the province is unhappy and then the rebellion comes. Okay, anyway, okay, let's just have this last battle. Actually, we could move our general and attack here with the general so that he gets some experience, yeah. Or we could try to get another general here. Getting another general would actually be very helpful. Decisions. I think I will go for it. Okay. 1 katana samurai. 3 Ashigaru, 3 archers. But I think actually you need to fight at least 2 battles to get a general. So maybe it would be smarter to actually attack with the general over here. Okay, let's just attack with the general over here. Let's just do it. Okay. So yeah, we have a bunch of Ashigaru. They have a bunch of bows and old samurai. So they should be pretty interesting. Okay, here we are back in the battle. Let's wait. Okay, we have dry weather, perfect. Our reinforcements have an interesting position from which they are coming to the battlefield. From behind the enemy. Let's see what they will do. Not perfect position, but we can run to this hill, just like the AI would do. And we will take this hill and shoot down at the enemy. Even though I'm not certain if the range is long enough, I don't think we can actually shoot the enemy from here, but we can bait the enemy with our general. Then we can shoot at them. Perfect. They're still fresh, even though they actually ran quite a bit. I respect their stamina, quite good. Okay, so now let's put our garrison units into the front. Maybe, yeah, the katana garrison, samurai retainers should go into this position. And we also want to have a Ashigaru here to protect our units and to attack potentially. Good, now we will try to bait the enemy. What just happened? They just... I think because the other units are hidden, they just think they can now take us. So they just decided to YOLO it and just go, it seems. Let's go! Oh, they also look really nice, wow. I think those hats that they have are from the Heian period actually, not from the Sengoku Jidai. But they still look cool. Let's try to do the good old baiting the enemy archers with the general strategy. Then we will ambush them with our guns. Let's move our guns a little bit more forward. we have to be careful. The guns might actually do friendly fire if we have our general in the wrong position. They should start shooting. They will not take out too many at this distance, but still, it's pretty good. Let's also move up those units so that they can support in the case of an attack of the enemy. Honestly, at this point we could also just charge the enemy with the cav. I think we will do that soon. We'll just wait a bit and we'll charge. Alright, I think they now want to fire at our gunpowder units. Maybe one salvo will... okay, they shouldn't really take out anybody when they fire now. Oh, they actually took out a few. So now let's charge. Let's tell our units to stop the charge. Perfect. The enemy archers have started firing, but they are not very accurate. We are absolutely doing evil stuff right here. Oh no, now the arrows... oh, okay. Okay, I kinda thought maybe the arrows will become more accurate at some point, but not really. Okay, now I lost actually one. Seems like when I move, they become more accurate than when I'm standing still. Oh no, I lost another one. Okay, 2, 3, like 5 casualties are not to worry about, but more casualties wouldn't be good because then it would take quite the time to replenish. Come on, Yari Yashigaru, come on, fight us. Oh, let's try to get this one guy out of there. Come on. You want to shoot the enemy. No, no, no. Oh, don't run. Don't run. Okay. Let's shoot him. Brutal. I think at this point we can also just... we could just move our guns forward. And just begin shooting at them with triple speed and just wait. But then we wouldn't be able to shoot as effectively because we wouldn't have the hill. The hill, all of our units are actually able to fire. No, now they push forwards too much. They should go back this position. I'm kind of thinking about just charging in at this point, honestly. Because otherwise this battle will take quite some time and we should be able to just destroy the enemies by just charging in. I think what we will do is just kinda move forward for all of our units. Let's activate rocket runs. Make our units run even faster. We'll send them to this position. Try to shoot from here. We also actually do have 2 units of archers and 1 can be destroyed without it mattering, so we can actually just play a little bit more aggressively. Yeah, we do have a lot of garrison units actually. Yeah, I shouldn't play this defensively slowly. We'll just move to this position, then to this position, and then we'll just shoot them. That is the plan. Let's go. Let's increase the speed. Okay, the enemy archers are beginning to fire now. Try to dodge. We lost one man. One man that didn't have a bit of luck. One unlucky man. Let's have our... yeah, maybe our samurai can actually tank, because they are... or the archers can tank. They are just garrison units. These guys, just garrison units, they are expendable. Let's fire! Holy, I think this is also quite loud. Maybe I should be careful with this. Not destroy the ears of headphone users. And actually they are all able to fire from this position, so this is quite good. Let's inspire them to have them fire quicker and have higher accuracy. Let's fire with our archers here. Let's fire those archers. I think I might want also to do like a This is Total War Jusukabe campaign at some point, or Date campaign as well. Jusukabe, because archers are so bad in this mod that it will be quite interesting to see how well you can do with the Jusukabe, making a lot of archers. Let's fire, guys. Come on. Nice, this is perfect. We're suffering casualties. The samurai, with the Ashigaru, possibly with the general, we'll see. Our archers are doing a decent job. We're not really losing a lot. We can also use double speed. Can also enable fire at will. And yeah, this is working quite well. We do have a lot of ammunition. But wow, the archers are so inaccurate, like what? This is absolutely crazy. He's just firing over the units. It's quite interesting this mod, but yeah, those are just Ashigaru archers. I think samurai archers would be a lot more accurate.
One of our units has used all its ammunition, my lord.
Okay, our archers have no ammunition anymore. Also in this mod, yeah, you can see how good gunpowder units are. Even though they are not very accurate at long range, they still have insane amounts of ammunition, insane amounts of range, and insane amounts of damage. They are able to hit the enemy, then they can deal insane amounts of damage. So especially in close range, they will absolutely massacre. But now, wow, these archers are being a little bit annoying. Okay, let's actually focus samurai. They are the strongest enemy units. They look insane. They look like Shrek. Like an insane Shrek. Okay, now this salvo should come through, hopefully. Come on. No, okay, this will be absolutely brutal for us. I will lose. Okay, maybe I should have not retreated them. They were just about to shoot. Okay, we'll shoot from here. Okay. Actually, more from here. Like from this position. Okay. Now we will be able to see again how strong gunpowder is. Yeah, it's not too many kills at once, but still, considering how long the melee battles last in this mod, this is very strong. We are just able to shoot down the strong enemy units. Oh, what is happening? Okay, I did not have a look at the battlefield. Rally? Okay, good. Oh, we almost got completely destroyed here. Okay, but this is fine. Only our garrison units are losing units. So this isn't a problem. We'll try to keep our units close together, then they will lose less units. Try to flank here, we'll flank with those as well. Very good. Okay, yeah. Let's try to keep our gun units alive. Good. Maybe we can use the guns to take out a few enemies here. Actually, let's take out the enemy general with the guns, because they can still hit the general even through your own units, because they are mounted. Oh, they are really struggling with the morale right now. Still, it's all going well. Guys, please calm down. General is nearby. Enemy general is getting shot. Now let's charge right into the enemy archers. Let's get our archers to this position. Charge into the spearmen, even though that normally isn't a good idea for general. Yeah, okay, in this position we are absolutely destroyed. Yeah, normally you would want to have a look at the battlefield and not have your guns be charged by calves, so it was not very good. But yeah, in this situation it wasn't a big problem, honestly. It was absolutely no problem. I think we should have destroyed all of the enemy cav units, so generally should be not in our world anymore. And then we didn't really suffer too many casualties, and most casualties were suffered on the garrison units, so pretty good, pretty nice. We'll just run down the remaining enemies and then we'll be right back on the campaign map. Okay, it was a decisive victory. Pretty good results. Yeah, we lost like 20 units of friendly fire. Happens. Okay, nice. We even have a few survivors. We will just take them out with our general. Will we? Yes, I think that's fine. But we will do it in the next episode. We will fight. Because, yeah, this was it for the third episode. I hope you enjoyed. And until next time.